Can I be real with you for a second? It's a new year, and I know a lot of us are sitting here trying to figure out what's next. Maybe you're making plans, setting goals, trying to map out every single step. And if I'm honest, I've been there. I've been the person with the color-coded planner, thinking I had to have it all figured out. But here's what I'm learning, and I want to know if you've experienced this too. Sometimes God's plan looks nothing like what we drew up. Sometimes the path He's leading us on doesn't even make sense. And sometimes we're so busy trying to drive that we forget we're not even supposed to be behind the wheel. You ever feel that way? Like you're white-knuckling your way through life? Here's what nobody really talks about. Surrendering to God is terrifying, like genuinely scary, because we want control. We want to know what's happening next week, next month, next year. We want guarantees. And God's over here like, trust me. And we're like, okay, but can you give me a detailed itinerary first? Right? Tell me I'm not the only one. I think about all the times I've prayed and been like, God, I need you to come through for me here. And then I try to help Him out. I'm out here making backup plans, stressing, losing sleep, trying to force doors open that He clearly closed, and it's exhausting. Have you done that? Have you ever asked God for direction and then completely ignored it because you thought you knew better? Drop a comment and be honest. This is a safe space. We've all been there. But here's what's been hitting me differently lately. What if this year wasn't about what we accomplish? What if it was about what God accomplishes through us? Because I've been reading about all these people in the Bible, and they're a mess, right? Moses is like, I can't speak good, find someone else. Jonah literally runs in the opposite direction. Peter denies Jesus 3 times, and God uses them anyway, not because they were perfect or because they had it all together, but because they eventually let God carry them. They stopped trying to do it all in their own strength. You know what's wild? Our brains are designed to solve problems, right? So when we face something difficult, our first instinct is, okay, how do I fix this myself? But faith is literally the opposite. Faith is saying, I can't fix this. I don't know what to do, but I trust that you do, God. That's why it feels so uncomfortable. That's why we keep taking back control, even after we pray about it. But here's what I'm realizing. When we try to carry ourselves, we can only go as far as our own strength takes us. And our strength, it runs out. We get tired, we get discouraged, we give up. But when God carries us, when we actually surrender and let Him lead, there's no limit to where He can take us. The destination might not look like what we planned, but it's always better than what we could have done alone. Do you believe that? Like really believe it? Because I'm still working on it myself. I'll tell you something I don't talk about much. There have been times where I felt completely lost, times where I prayed and heard nothing, times where I thought God forgot about me. And looking back now, those were the times He was carrying me the most. I just couldn't see it yet. Those closed doors that made me so angry, they were protecting me from something that would have destroyed me. That job I didn't get, He had something better waiting. I just had to trust the timing. Have you experienced that? Where God came through in a way you didn't expect? Share your story in the comments. I think we all need to hear each other's testimonies right now. Here's what I want you to know as we start this year. You don't have to have it figured out. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to pretend like you're not scared or uncertain or struggling. God already knows. He's not surprised by your doubts. What He wants is for you to let Him in, to stop trying to carry burdens He never asked you to carry, to stop trying to be strong in your own power when His strength is right there available to you. The Bible says His yoke is easy and His burden is light. You know why? Because He's carrying it, not you. You're just walking alongside Him. So here's what I'm challenging myself to do this year, and I want you to try it with me. Every morning, before I do anything else, I'm going to pray one simple prayer. God, I surrender this day to you. Lead me where you want me to go, and help me trust you when I can't see the path. That's it. Not some long, elaborate thing. Just, I'm giving you the steering wheel, God. Take me where I need to go. And then, I'm actually going to let Him lead. I'm going to stop trying to control every outcome. I'm going to trust that if a door closes, He's got a better one opening. Is that easy? No. Am I going to mess it up and take back control sometimes? Absolutely. But I'm going to keep surrendering every single day, because trying to do life without God carrying me, I've tried that. It doesn't work. Here's the thing about Jesus that gets me every time. He didn't come to earth to be some distant God watching us struggle. He came down here, lived in the mess, experienced the pain, so that we didn't have to.